Okay, we're gonna do another game review. Ignore this. Where is it? This is the game that I think I did pretty damn good with. And I don't I don't necessarily always want to go over my wins, should say. But how do I say it? I don't want to go over my losses all the time because knowing what I did wrong is definitely helpful, but I also want to know what I did right. Um, Obviously, you can say that the jungler carried, but I want to watch the game back. I genuinely think that entire game I made pretty good decisions and calls. And that's honestly why. So, right here in the champion select, I know that I beat Camille in any fight that I end up in. Though I did figure out that I would have much preferred if I would have had Ignite, I wouldn't have had as much of a struggle as I did. So here we are, we're getting a lane. I did the thing. Technically, I'm supposed to stay here, I think. But yeah, I realized that, and like I'm here. So yeah, the two things I've been working on recently, from our last coaching thing, was standing in the tri-bush, always in the beginning of the game, and trying to slow push. And I think I did okay. In this game, I did the first thing. So we get to lane, I do my little dance. I follow my minions into lane. And I just start slow pushing, so I get the first hit so that my minions have the bigger advantage. And then I just try to last hit to the best of my abilities. So right here I notice that they're level 2, so I start to back off a bit. And then I become level 2, so I think I'm fine. I know that I can't walk up to that minion, so I don't. Give me a second. I think right there, what was I trying to do? Oh, okay. So one thing that I've been trying to do, is that in one of the guides you sent me, I was paying attention to like one of the things they were doing. And one of the things they'd do is they'd fully charge up a Q stack, and then instead of just like automatically just aggroing, they would try to punish them for walking up to try and last hit minions. And that was one of the things that I did. So I do EQ into them and punish them for last hitting the minion. And I get off a bit of damage. I don't know what I was doing here. I don't think that was a good play at all. But they like poked me a little, so I think I'm mostly fine. I think I'll regen this easily. Oh, it's so weird being on the red team, because I'm always just used to like looking at the blue minions. So yeah, I was trying to secure the cannon. No, again, it's so hard to tell. Okay, so they're engaging on me, so I'm just trying to punish them for doing that. And then I walk back. I think I was... at that point I was trying to build up Q stacks. Oh, yeah, because they left lane, so I was gonna... Yeah, they just were warding. Yeah, okay. Now they're level 4. But at this point I'm noticing that my fully charged Q stack does like half their health bar, so I win a fight if I engage them. So I think I was like just trying to get some poke off, but I wasn't like against trying to fight them. This was absolutely a level diff. No, it was an ignite diff, because I know that if I had pressed ignite there, they would have died. I think their minions were closer. So I think the minions are also helpful, like helping them. So you could obviously minion diff, level diff, but also ignite diff. I actually kind of want to watch that back. What could I have done differently? This might be a little bit longer than the last one because I really want to dig into this. I want to get good, okay? Okay, so I'm noticing that their minion wave is bigger than mine. One thing I usually do is that in this position, if I'm not confident that I win the 1v1, but like I was confident that I won the 1v1, is that I'll usually back off and sort of just stand behind my minions while attacking the minions. See, we're both at comparable health. They turn level 4. I think that's like the big difference maker. See, my thing is that like I'm just like really weird about my W. Like I don't know how it interacts with every champion yet. So I was just thinking maybe if I hit if my W things that they can't stun me when they engage, they might not even be able to target me. But I didn't think that like even though I recognize that was like not the best thing. Like even though I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, one thing that always tends to get me is that I will build up the Q stack, but that I won't be able to launch my Q in time. And I don't know if it's like a mechanical thing or if it's like a game delay where like if you're in the middle of an auto animation, it probably is that. And yeah. Okay, so then as soon as I get up, one thing I'll usually do is that I'll if the wave isn't like knocking into my tower, then I'll like if the wave's all the way over here, I'll just walk. Like usually I'll be able to make the lane before the turret before they make it to the thing. And honestly, should lane states get hairy, having a ability to free back is really important. Teleport, at least how I've played with it. But in this case, yeah, the minion wave's about to crash into me, so I just teleported instantly. So this is probably something I probably should have been doing. When minions are... I generally tend to notice, what I tend to do is that when minions are under my tower, or when I'm at I'm at like a 10 or more CS difference, I will just fast push. Not necessarily for this intention of fast pushing, but to like guarantee I get the CS and that I don't miss any of it. Like I'll use my abilities to like, cause sometimes you'll have what happens here, where I'm waiting for it to be at the last possible second, and then I'll just miss it. Again, the colors here are fucking with me. Again, why is League's replay system like this? I'll move my cursor like a tiny bit and then all of a sudden it thinks that I don't want to. Yeah, so here I am, I'm trying my best to slow push, well, now that I'm like out of position. I think I was almost like attempting a freeze here. No, I distinctly remember like attempting to freeze, which is why I tried to make sure I got the cannon. Which was like, not even like technically a freeze, it was more like, I don't know. See, that's the thing about like what I really need to learn the most is like wave management. Like, how do I perform a, like, I'm not, I know the theory, but I'm not like good at putting that theory into practice, is a good way of putting it. So I guess if there's one thing that like I'd be really appreciate is like teaching me how to freeze when someone's going to be like, or teaching me how to freeze on my own, like if someone's going to be compliant about it is a good way to put it, and then also teaching me how to freeze when someone's trying to fuck with me. I think those are the two things, and also like to make sure I'm slow pushing correctly, because I don't know. I've been trying my best to do it, but I'm only one person, and I'm not the smartest lass in the world, that's for sure. Last hit. I think I just missed the last hit. See, and that's another thing. I'm trying my best to like learn this shit, and it's probably the benefit of like getting just so much mastery on one champion. It's like learning the exact like ranges of my auto attacks and like how much it does to a minion. And I think I'll get better at that in time. So here's me thinking, I have the bigger minion wave, so I'm gonna let them, and they're coming right at me, so I'm just gonna fucking kill them. But then we get, I think this is where we get to my like fatal flaw as a League of Legends player that I probably need to work on the most. So here I notice they don't want to walk up to CS. So I'm going to, rather than 100% CS on my own, I'm going to puppy guard it to make sure that they can't get any CS. And now, I'm level 6, they're level 4. Before you get too mad, think about like how cocky you'd be as like a silver player. Being level 6, level 4, full Q stacks. Like, they're so scared that they won't even walk up to CS you. So I go to place a ward. I go to deal with their ward. Conveniently, control wards have 4 stacks. Guess what else has 4 stacks? Gwen. Easy. So now, yeah, I get the Q off. They're at like literally half their health. So I try to build up another Q. I think I was considering. Oh, I saw the Mordekaiser, so I was like walking up to try and kill the Mordekaiser because I knew that tower diving wasn't the best idea. But they started running away, so I'm just like, I don't know if I catch up to them in time, and I also like, I don't know why I didn't continue chasing them. No, I did, but they were getting away, and I was like, I don't want to bother with that. And then I saw them head mid, where it's like, yeah. I think I tried to go back once I saw them go back into the river. And once I saw they're already like down there invading their jungle, I'm just like, I can't do anything about it. Maybe, honestly, okay. Now that I see that they were going into the jungle, maybe I probably should have followed them instead of like going back to lane here. Especially considering what goes on here. Okay, so they were level 6 now. I didn't notice that. Okay, so they start an engage, which is probably the right thing for them. But little do they know, I'm a goddess. At least it feels little do they know. And I think this is where we get into my... Oh, here is it? Yeah, here it is. My Fatal Flaws player. So I notice that I have... that they are extremely low and that I can kill them. And I just started a tower dive. Look. I know. They got like one auto attack. One auto attack. See, this is what I mean by ignite diff. If I had taken ignite, that would have killed them. And I think I'm just so used to playing ignite. See, my thing is that I don't, since I've gotten used to taking ignite and then ghost sometimes, like ignite and ghost sometimes, I don't know which is the better one for which matchup. I've learned definitively, Ghost is better for the Teemo matchup, but Ignite is seemingly a lot better for the Camille matchup. So yeah, I have to mosey my behind over to base, over to lane. So I'll just start kiting the wave and just trying to trim it down a bit. And honestly, because I don't want it to crash into my tower. Because I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want... I guess... Okay, that's actually a really good question. Why didn't I want it to crash into my tower? Because I've heard that it, like... Because it crashing into my tower would, like, cause the wave to reset, and... I don't know why I didn't want to reset, but I know, but my brain just like causing reset bad. So I guess that's a good way to put it. Maybe there's something, and maybe there's something, maybe that was the right play, maybe it wasn't. I also just like don't consider minion damage at this point. I think at this point I did buy a refillable. I wish that it showed you my inventory at this stage, because I have been doing that as well. I was considering, and this is, okay. So this is when I realized that that wave is bigger than mine, and so if I want to start a split push, I should, you know, kill some of them. So I kill that, and then I see that, like, we're about the same, so I think... No. Yeah. And now we're at the point where I think I was ready to start slow pushing, and then the Camille engages on me. Me at this point... I think I get them this time, because I got tower shot. No, they got away again. But once again, I sort of realized, yeah, I use my refillable here. Once again, I sort of realized this person's not going to want to fight me. So, wait, when is it that I realize? Where is it? I think a lot of time that they spent just like literally just sitting on a tower waiting for the thing to get into lane. And honestly, if I was better at freezing, I probably should have done that, but...
Shut down.
Yeah. Oh no, this is the point where I do get the kill. There we go. I think I crack refillable, ward, and then back. One thing I've actually been interestingly doing, I have been placing wards a lot more often, or at least I've been trying to.
Rampage. Shut down.
Oh.
Red team double kill.
Okay, here is where, again, here's where I see them Yeah, I see them going dragon, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna come in here and sweep this up. Surprisingly, yeah. Um, so I teleport in. Um, but unfortunately, by the time I got there, like they already got them. I didn't get any kills out of that, which is unfortunate. And also because I just considered like the Camille not a threat anymore, which I guess is like probably not correct of me, but yeah. Now I start moseying my way over to top lane. Oh, it's because I pinged for Rift, but they weren't there for it. Okay. Oh yeah, I was wondering. Okay, so one thing I tend to like to do, whenever I quote unquote gank, is that I try to pin them. I try to like come at them from behind, especially if they're like if I'm chasing them towards my tower, they're like cornered and forced to fight. Unfortunately, they just like skedaddled over here. I was like, where the fuck did they go? You know, because I'm dumb. Um, so I tried to chase them over here. Is when I realized. So I start trying to push the wave, but then I noticed that the Mord and the Camille are over there. So I ping that I was on my way. By that point, the Mordekaiser's already all the way gone. Um, so then I start pinging to do the Rift Heralds. Uh, yeah, I just grab those to get back to full, or closer to full. But I start dancing. This is when I really start to like implement the whole, um, concept of the what's it called? Of like trying to punish them for trying to CS. Like I'll build up the Q and then I'll just stand in front of the wave and I'll like only auto attack to keep the Q from resetting. And I think I learned better to dive. Um,
Turret plating will fall soon.
okay. So obviously I anticipated them like using their dash to come up towards me, so then I immediately fired my Q off, which is like a little hasty. I didn't really expect you could cancel it. So I crash this wave, and then I think I start baiting a back, but I think I cancel the back. Oh no, I think I just take the back. I won't lie, it's a little funny to see people use enemy is missing correctly. And this is where I attempt to slowly start a slow push. I see they're back in lane. This is when I start really doing the thing. I don't know what they were doing there. Yeah, I honestly, I almost think that I didn't really want the Kindred there. But yeah. I think... Oh, they wanted my backup and like going to mid, but... Okay, one of my things is that I have learned very rarely do you get anything out of being like just sitting there and trying to start a fight while someone is under their tower. So I instinctively just like never do that kind of stuff. You'd have to be like so far behind, so far ahead and like have a tank that like, see, the only time that I will dive under tower, except for like the ones, and except for an early lane where like I'm completely fine to do it. Um, sorry, the only time that I will dive under tower with intention of taking the tower while there's someone there is if they're a ranged champion and I have my W up and I'm like convinced that I can take the tower by the time my W expires. So they start to engage. I think I killed him again. No, they flash. And I think at this point I'm like, ooh, if I clear the wave fast, I can jump them. Because a lot of people just will not expect me. And then I unfortunately and then I realize my mistake of pressing Q to get the wave clear means I can't jump them anymore. So from there I'm like, okay, I'm in the position where I'm ahead in lane, they won't fight me, and they're stuck under tower because it's the farm. So what am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to roam. And at this point I've no, roam or back. I remember at some point, I think it might have been a different game. No, it's definitely this game. Back, buy whatever items apply. Oh, I TP'd back because I thought the concept of warding and then teleporting back to that ward is like really interesting, especially if it's in a bush, because it's like if they can't see you teleport, it's sort of like an interesting like they don't know you're there until you're there moment. It's more helpful for like ambushes. And then obviously I don't see them. They start to engage under their tower, I back off. I sort of start dancing because I kind of want them to jump up. But then I'm realizing that this person is literally just not going to leave their tower if they think I can get them. I try bait it. Okay. So there's a couple baits that I like to do. There's the recall bait, but sometimes I'll also just sit there and like pretend I'm AFK and I'll take some minion damage to like make it really like convincing that I'm AFK. And then as soon as they approach me, I just start attacking. Attacking them. I think an AFK bait might have worked, but yeah. So I kill them. They start clearing the wave. And then I think I just take the tower, and I take it, and then I pop Ghost to run. Oh, and yeah, I got stuck in the Mordekaiser ult, which is annoying. Because honestly, I think I would have gotten out of there if it wasn't for that. Yeah, so here I start the slow push again. I think this is actually my attempt at freezing, maybe. I don't know why I warded there. TBH. Oh yeah, I'm very good at missing CS on accident. If you have any tips for that, let me know.
Killing spree. Shut down.
So at this point I don't know that they're like waiting in our tower. I'm just like, where the fuck are they? So I check them to see that they're waiting on a tower, and I'm just like, hmm. See, initially I tried to like puppy yard it, and then like my wave's too big. I can't, so I just take this yes. And I think instead of backing, because I didn't need to back, this is where I start to do the thing, right? Yeah, I take out their ward, and I just go into their fucking jungle. And I check to see they have no camps. So I go back to lane, check up on them. They're already back on our tower.
Red team has slain the dragon.
So I just start with another slow push. And I think I just start shoving because I realize that they're out of lane. Yeah, I double checked to make sure that they weren't there. That's why, okay, yeah, that's why I didn't take out the last minion, because I'm like, oh, I should probably double check to make sure they're not there. And then once I saw them on the other side of the map, I'm just like, cool, this tower is mine.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Rampage. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, so I have experienced so much wonky towers where like I will be behind a minion and like I'll still get shot that I will always make sure I'm like underneath. Like, and I think you'll see it a couple times in this because like it's just inevitable that it happens. So I'll usually use my E to take turrets because when I placed the ward there in case I had to TP back and like back for health. And this is where I'm just like, if I don't respect someone, I will just like pop a thing and like take the fucking tower. But I kind of realized that Camille is like an melee champion, so I back up. I think I missed the kill. I was gonna, yeah, I was gonna die anyways because of the gen, which is honestly good that I placed the thing back. TP. There's a whole fight over there that I wasn't there for. That's funny. Oh yeah, and by that point the Lily is here, and I'm just like, cool, I get the tower. I get that. Mordekaiser does Mordekaiser things. I noticed that everyone's fighting over here, so I just go over to mid. Yeah, that's when they FF. So yeah, I think I actually made some pretty good like macro plays, or like I think I just was pretty good. If you haven't noticed, generally as a mistress, I tend to like to be in control of my games and my fate. And the moments, so that's why I'll do like these. I'll also be like a very aggressive player, like where I do just want to get the kill. I do want to go crazy. I do want to get the kill, and I will like risk it for kills. And I guess to some extent I do need to tone that down if I intend to win. But I also like something limit test, and also like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, I want to be that. I want to be aggressive, you know. And I guess it's like just play Darius, but like no, I want to play the champs I want to play, and I want to play a little risky, a little tacky, a little something. And I guess maybe if it is one of those things, I just have to just stop in order to get good. Like to get to like Emerald-ish is kind of like where my goal is. I don't really expect to get past that. If I get to plat or fucking beyond that, that's beyond. Like that's I'm not even concerned. But I guess at this point I should probably just be aiming for gold. Honestly, at this point, I think I could also just be aiming for silver. Because at this current moment, I am ranked silver, but I have not won a single ranked game. Um, this is just a draft game. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I would appreciate it. Thank you very much.